Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm taking you through one of my Sunday food prep days, which I haven't been able to do as much as I was doing them last year, mostly because I work quite often on a Sunday now. So I'm trying to squeeze one of these days in at least once a month, twice if I'm lucky. The first thing that I'm going to make today is some slow cooker 3-bean chili. If I can find the recipe that I used for this, I will link it down below. I used the recipe and slightly altered it to my taste. Like, I think the recipe only had 2 different kinds of beans and I wanted to add 3 different kinds of beans. It also didn't have any chili in the recipe, so I added some jalapenos, and these are just all the ingredients that I'm using here. I've got jalapenos, chopped tomatoes, pinto beans, black beans, kidney beans, an onion, garlic, and the spices I'm using are oregano, ground cinnamon, hot paprika, ground coriander, ground cumin. I've also got some chipotle chili flakes there just in case I need to use that as well to make it a little bit more spicy. I end up not having to use it at all actually. The jalapenos were enough. Also not pictured here, but I do add to the chili is some vegetable stock and salt. So like most recipes, the first thing that I do is chop up my onion and my garlic. I also add a handful of jalapenos and chop them up and then add them to the slow cooker. I drain all the tins of beans and add them, and then I just add in everything else. And I cook that on the low setting for about 7 hours. And when the chili's done, I portion it up and get 6 portions out of it, which works out to 172 calories per portion. I then got on with making a pot of marinara sauce that I plan on serving with meatballs. I do think I already have a video up with me cooking this, so if I can find that I will link it up above and down below. While the marinara sauce is cooking, I do put the meatballs in the oven. I have some of the corn Swedish style meatballs for me and just some regular beef meatballs for Ali. So I'll cook them off in the oven while the marinara sauce is cooking. And I end up with 2 portions of meatballs for Ali. Actually, it's 4 portions of meatballs for Ali. I put 2 portions in each tub just in case one of his cousins or Mark is here for dinner that night. And if it doesn't get eaten by someone else, it'll get eaten by Ali the following day. And I also have 2 portions of meatballs for myself. And with the extra marinara sauce, I plan on making an eggplant parmesan or a chicken parmesan one night in the next few weeks. So I put the rest of the sauce in a tub and freeze it. This isn't really food prep, but Ali wakes up at some point, and because it's Sunday, I make him pancakes for breakfast. The next thing that I want to make is from the 2 Chubby Cubs Fast and Filling cookbook, which I absolutely love. It's my Bible at the minute. It's this Lickety-split dal. And if you would like this recipe, just pause the video and take a screenshot or write it down. I get 3 portions out of the dal, and it does say in the book it serves 4, but I think if I put it into 4 portions it wouldn't be a lot. So for each portion it works out to 351 calories. Ali had requested that I make some homemade bread and banana bread. He'd actually been requesting it for a couple of weeks, so I decided that today was the day for that. Here you can see me kneading my dough. I did have a bread maker, but I ended up giving that to my mum because hers broke and she uses it more than I do. And I actually do prefer kneading the dough myself, it's quite therapeutic. And I saved the recipe for this bread, so I will link that down below because it's absolutely delicious. I actually made it again a couple of days later because Ali loved it. You do have to leave this bread to rise for about 2 hours, 1 hour in the bowl covered with cling film, and then for another hour after you've taken it out and shaped it and put it on a tray. And look at that beauty, fresh out the oven. I did have all good intentions of this just being for Ali, but I did have a sneaky little slice one night with my dinner and I didn't even count the calories. Next up, as per Ali's request, is some banana bread. Again, I will link the recipe down below. I have used the same banana bread recipe for years. It's absolutely perfect and really delicious. My brother loves it as well. It's his favourite thing that I bake. As you can see, these bananas are well past their time. I specifically bought this bunch of bananas to make banana bread because the riper they are, the better the banana bread. Unfortunately, I forgot to take a video of the banana bread when it was just out the oven, and it didn't really last much longer than that because there was Ali, there was nephews, there was Mark. It went pretty quick, like within a couple of hours the banana bread was gone. But I think I've made it before. I think you guys have seen me making this before, I'm sure you have. And the last thing that I want to make is a recipe from the Pinch of Nom Quick and Easy cookbook. And it's these Bombay chickpeas. Again, if you want the recipe, just pause the video and take a screenshot or write it down. It's a really quick and easy recipe, especially if you use the air fryer, which I do. I had half of these as a mid-afternoon snack, and then I left the other half to see how they would turn out if I wanted to take them to work in a little tub, and they didn't actually work out too good. They were delicious, fresh out the air fryer, but once I'd left them for a day, they kind of went a bit soggy. They still tasted okay. I would definitely add some salt next time that I make this because I found it lacking in salt a bit. And that was everything that I cooked or baked on this particular food prep Sunday. I know the length of the video does not reflect this, but I was in there for hours. Hours, at least 7 to 8 hours this Sunday. And what you're seeing now is just some ways that I've used the food that I made on this Sunday in meals. You've probably already seen some of this in Meals of the Week, or it'll be in upcoming Meals of the Week. But thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.